Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PFC. We're here in Tokyo, Japan. We are wasting no time here with Prime Greg as he gets ready to face the mutant. And here at commentary, it's me, Gorgie, and Billy Bob Fritz.
Hello. Excited to be here. Excited for this pay-per-view. You know, some interesting matches. You're gonna see some wrestlers kind of step out of their comfort zones tonight. So I'm excited.
Yeah, this is a different concept compared to the other pay-per-views. These matches are all under the underground match stipulation, meaning you can only win by submission or knockout. And
the comfort zone for this match. Prime Greg is 100% stepping out of his comfort zone.
yeah, you know, he's more of like a technical, high-flying guy, not knocking out the 6'3" returning mutant. How is he gonna pull through this?
I don't know if he will. I mean, he's been calling out the mutant on Unrivaled to no avail. He's just Maxwell Strong's been getting under his skin. The mutant new look, I mean.
There it is, right there.
As much as I'm scared for Prime Greg, I'm excited to see the mutant.
Alright, here we go. We can see the snow. The ice has thawed.
This guy is frightening.
There he is. You know, if you're Prime Greg here, how do you even like consent to do this match?
I don't know. He's a good guy. He's gotta prove to the fans why, or the locker room at that, why he can fight and not sit behind wrestlers like he used to.
You know, but I feel like there's easier and less life-threatening ways to prove yourself to everybody by that don't involve fighting the mutant. And I use that term with emphasis because you are fighting him here. You're not wrestling him because you gotta knock him out or make him tap. Like, you're fighting the mutant.
Good point.
You know, here are the rules for people who don't know, even though I just explained them. No countouts, no pinfalls. Here we go. And the mutant wasted no time. Gonna pounce Prime Greg off the ring. And the mutant just dominating here for the start. And this match has been all in favor of the mutant here. So he tosses Prime Greg back in. And a huge drop kick.
You know, who hired these guys on the side? You know, that guy in the ponytail is frightening.
We just found them. They wanted to be here.
Dude,
they paid us to be here.
I heard that Python went out of his way to make sure that Ewan doesn't wear the little like gold things on his arm.
That's actually smart,
you
know.
Fight.
I mean, to make it a fair fight, in my opinion, you gotta shrink the mutant down a foot, and he's gotta lose some muscle. Doesn't matter what he's wearing. This dude is already a force to begin with. And look at that, as he just tosses Prime Greg. He hit that woman. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
Someone's gotta throw the towel in or something here.
Yeah, this is getting bad. Oh, what? He's going after a fan. Oh, well.
Yeah. Look at that.
This is one of the only two rival matches, but you know, Duke coming back was a surprise. But a lot of people did suspect those vignettes were him because we haven't seen him since WrestleMania. Oh my god.
Yeah, but look at this. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
We need to just end this match already.
Throwing the towel. You own the company, Gorgie. Let's go get in the ring.
I don't own the company. Danny owns the company. And he can't even do anything about this.
Maybe I have to have a talk with Python, because he's not really active around here much.
Who?
Python.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Oh my gosh. Python
God.
better be watching this, because there has to be some sort of fine or something on the mutant. Look at this. Sitting on that Boston Crab on the outside of the ring. You can't tap it. His false count anywhere. Doesn't have to be in that ring.
Oh, Prime Greg might have just finally gotten some offense.
Oh, the mutant barely even affected. Come on.
You gotta do better than that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
Oh my
I
god.
think it might be a wrap.
Oh, come on, ref. Break this up. Oh my goodness. Ring the bell.
Yep.
And the Mutant doesn't care.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
He's the end.
Someone
the
stop
Mutant
this
has-
guy.
Oh, look at that spine buster. Just what? I've never seen Prime Greg get that little offense in the match.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. You know, I've been here for some Prime Greg lows and highs, but if this might be the lowest it's ever been for this guy. This guy just got annihilated. Like, you know, fairs to Prime Greg for actually accepting this match.
I mean,
Look at that.
Prime Greg might just have to leave the Mutant alone, but you know his pride might not. He's gonna be out for a while. I know that.
Yeah, the Mutant looks dominant. But coming up next, Tay Andrews has a shot at the Multiversal Championship as Enigma makes his way down. What a long story this has been, to say the least, between Tay,
Yes.
Adam, and Enigma, Carl Young.
No. Enigma's been a pretty lengthy champion. First, but it was against Tay Andrews, who was he's a former Multiverse champion, I believe. Is he?
He is. He was, remember he was
Going into Mania, right?
Yeah, and he let Adam take the win because Adam was questioning his value, which is interesting because Tay Andrews said backstage to Adam on Metal a few days ago, he told Adam he's gonna knock Enigma out and this long beef is gonna end as we wait for Andrews. Wait, we're getting a camera going backstage here. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god. Of course. Oh wait.
Andrews
So
not backing down
to
though.
Fight them off.
But God only knows how long these guys have been fighting.
Yeah.
Oh!
Super. Oh.
Young hit that chair a little bit. Ryan G looks beat up here. Andrew's gonna put him down for good. Blood drive.
Blood drive connects and
Young's next.
Niner out. The vision is down. Okay, see, gotta make his way to the ring.
But Andrews looks fatigued a little bit. Did the plan work? Well, here he comes. Oh man, he lost the glove in that fight. Tay Andrews. Honestly, a terrible start.
Yeah, maybe he'll get annihilated too.
I don't know, Tay Andrews, look, I mean, you can see his glove missing. He's definitely been fighting the Vision for a minute. Gotta wonder how his adrenaline must be here. Rolls through that dropkick and a dropkick of his own.
The thing I like about PFC, although it's not win by pinfall, you still get a good amount of freedom in this match.
That is true, and Tay Andrews, you know, you can win by submission. Gonna try to make Enigma tap early. But great agility by Enigma. Not a fan of those shorts. Izzy boots him in the face.
I 100% agree. I was gonna say that earlier.
maybe it's ugly on purpose. Maybe we don't see the vision.
Maybe we don't.
Look at this. If Enigma keeps stomping on Tay's face, Tay isn't going to be seeing anything for the foreseeable future. But Andrew shoves him off.
Yeah, we're seeing the same guys on ringside. I mean,
that guy looks like Damon Kemp over
there. You
there.
gotta think, they're in every match.
Yeah, these guys. I mean, as we see what happened to that girl. Oh, and that guy almost got his head taken off. And Andrew's coming in
the girl
hot.
got her head taken off.
Dang, you know, 2 more of these, that girl will have the right to sue, I'm pretty sure.
That's what I heard, yeah. It's, well, you actually have to sign a waiver.
Fair. And look at Tay Andrews!
And the ref is
Enigma's in
outside
trouble!
of the ring.
Andrews! Gonna try it again, grabs the arm! Enigma's in trouble! After everything that Tay's been through, the injury for 3 months. This is his chance to finally shut down the Vision once and for all, and Enigma fights out. Oh, come on!
Oh. Wait, is
No.
that not a disqualification?
No.
Oh, because he's not using a weapon?
It's possible. Once the ref just doesn't
That
care.
would explain.
Not after all this. Tay, fight back! No! Oh, man. And the ref's gonna call it off. You gotta appreciate Tay's effort. He almost came through with that win. But, you know, after already having a fight with the Vision.
The Visions are just like, man, what are you gonna do about that? Jesus.
I don't think there's anything you can do. You know, it was all but done there, but Enigma with the cherry on top, afterlife experience, and Enigma's gonna retain. This really makes you wonder, though, what's next for Tay Andrews and Adam? Because this has to be it.
Yeah, it's that. And what's next for Enigma, too?
It's a great question. Hopefully we'll get some answers to it. And oh, wait, come on!
Oh. This is unnecessary.
Enigma wants to make sure it's over.
I don't know what these wrestlers' problems are with attacking the superstars they beat after the match, but just let it, I mean...
Oh, wait! And Enigma's gonna retreat!
Yep.
Adam makes the save.
I mean, there's like 2 rows of... There's like 3 rows of stairs in there, so it's pretty easy retreat for...
I mean, I think that answers the question, what's next for these people? Wait! What the hell?
No.
What the hell? Tay Andrews, what the? Are you kidding me? Blood drive on Adam! What did we just witness? Tay Andrews!
These random fans on the side are in shock. I am too. What was he thinking?
Tay Andrews! Them people were like family together. And now we gotta talk about this. Ryan G and Pdub's up next. I'm just in shock at what happened.
I mean, well,
those guys were like family to each other. Tay Andrews got X Factor back into WGE. Like, Tay Andrews paved the way for Adam, and he just turned on him?
Maybe he's sick of giving him favors. We'll have to see.
I don't know, but you know, I feel like whatever Tay's motives are, it has to be inspired by that group, the Vision. And here comes the 3rd member of the group. Hasn't really had much problems with Andrews. But you know.
But he has problems with everybody, so...
Yeah, you know, a bit of a long-term story here, though. I don't know if you remember this, Billy Bob, but on a Metal episode, Pdub, when he started doing them Platinum Title Open Challenges, Ryan tried to open it once, but Cody Cobain stopped him.
This is true, I do remember this.
So this is a match a few weeks or months in the making here. Can Ryan G spoil Pdub? Like, Pdub's, there's also Pdub's WGE return. We haven't seen him since,
True.
Forgot when last seen him. Let's hear it.
I got a thing to do backstage. I'll be back in like a minute.
Alright, go ahead. As Billy Bob goes, we wait for the arrival of our host for tonight and his return. You know, we haven't seen Pdub since, you know, when Max Bailey and Ridge put him down. You know, he took a few weeks off, which was much deserved given the workhorse run this guy's been on. You know, holding both the WG and Platinum title, really bringing prestige to that Platinum Championship despite being gone for a few weeks. There he is, a proud champion. You know, I feel like if anyone deserves to host the show, other than Gorgie, I feel like Pdub deserves it the most, given how much he's done for this company, you know, giving us this nice arena here in Tokyo, hosting his own show and wrestling on his own show. But you know, Ryan G likes to hurt people. Ryan G likes to, you know, Ryan G likes to hurt his enemies, you know, and he really wants to spoil the debut of PFC here for Pdub, because depending on how this pay-per-view goes, this will start becoming like a more common thing.
I'm back and well, this is a weird thing to get word about. A fight just broke out backstage between
What?
Jacob Javelin and the Dean, who both aren't on the
What?
card tonight, but they will be wrestling for the Anarchy title at Invasion. Just
Seriously?
something I heard. Don't know what's going on, but we're underway here. A lot to take in.
Already a lot to take in with Tay Andrews turning bad, and now we got Jacob Javelin and the Dean at Invasion, and now Pdub unloading here. There's just so much going on in the WG world right now. And a DDT on Ryan. And Pdub gonna try to make quick work of him. If he gets that locked in, Ryan G might be screwed. Ryan G gets the arm up, fights off Pdub. Clothesline gets countered, you know, Ryan G. No!
Corgi.
In my honest opinion, I feel like, you know, Ryan G hasn't really won a lot of, like, big things. You know, he lost to Cody Cobain at WrestleMania. I feel like Ryan G needs this win if he wants to, like, keep his credibility, because he hasn't won anything major yet. I mean, well, lately. But I think Pdub takes this.
I've heard people calling him Pin Gosling because he takes a lot of pins.
Pin Gosling. Oh my god! And now he super kicked Gosling. Did they ever confirm that's what the G and Ryan G meant?
Man, they gotta get out the action because they are just getting
Yeah.
killed.
Oh my goodness! Thank God it was only on that mat. You know, they're so close to just concrete.
I know. Prime Greg have hit a lot of concrete spots. That match.
And if Pdub, it looks like he's about to eat a lot of apron. That back. Ryan G, getting fired up. Ryan gonna try to lock it in here. Pdub in trouble.
Walls, got the walls locked in.
If Pdub taps in his own event, you can't do this, Pdub. Oh, Pdub gonna try to roll through. Trips him down. Ryan gonna try to capitalize with Pdub.
Pdub, you know, I appreciate the open challenge he did, but I feel like he's starting to not be a fighting champion.
Oh, I mean, I feel like he had to take a break at some point. You know, he was on a workhorse run, not as the Platinum Champion, but both the Platinum Champion and WG Champion. So, you know, I think taking
This is fair.
a few weeks off, and now he's back here already wrestling, taking these bumps, you know, hurting himself while doing these Three Amigos.
Been champion for about, what, 4 months?
Since WrestleMania.
So, yeah.
And look at this! Oh my gosh!
If I do say, I believe since Desmond is the only other champion who's won at WrestleMania who's kept their title.
If you want to count Jacob Javelin.
Yeah, true.
But I get it, main roster. Oh, wait.
Oh, I mean, technically he is main roster, but maybe Jacob Javelin won't be champion for much longer with the Dean in the picture.
That's fair. And, you know, Pdub might be out of the title picture himself if he keeps letting Ryan do him like this.
I agree.
Pdub fights out, but discus lariat gets countered. Ooh. Trade of blows here. Neither man going down until Pdub gets the better. Oh my goodness, what a knee.
That was filthy.
Pdub telling Ryan to get up. This crowd around us is getting fired up here. Oh!
Knee misses wildly.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan G. Oh, never mind. Maybe I was wrong. Ryan fights out. Low blow. Oh! The low blow got countered. And Pdub. Oh my goodness. Ryan might be out.
And Ryan is open.
Oh, we get to locked in this time. Is Ryan gonna
That's gotta
tap?
be it.
And Ryan has
He
no
does.
choice but to tap.
What a win for Pdub. And Pdub kind of silenced me here.
You know, a great performance.
him.
He proved he could still go.
100%. But we'll just have to see what's next for Pdub and what's next for Ryan. You know, just
You know,
maybe he was hurt from the attack from Tech. Take out a few
That
nice
is
shots
fair.
on him.
It's fair.
But it's kind of his fault for attack. Kind of.
You know, I don't wanna pick on people here. You know, I try to be unbiased, but do you think Ryan G is officially the weak link of the division?
I was thinking this. I was about to say this. Yes, 100%. You know, you have Enigma who's a champion.
Carl
Yeah.
Young, who has the potential to be one himself.
Ryan G is a wrestler who used to be good. He fell off, and now he can't win. You
But, you
gotta,
know,
like,
It is also Pdub.
yep. Also have to put into perspective that, like, what if Ryan was in the Enigma spot? We could be saying the same thing about Enigma. I think Carl Young is in that echelon where he's that young star who will eventually become one of the bigger.
Yeah, but you know, you want to talk about Ryan G. You know, I think his career downward spiral happened when he turned on this man, Cody Cobain, who's got a big fight here. And honestly, you know, I've known this kid for a while. Well, he's not really a kid anymore, but you know, I've known this guy for a while, and I'm gonna pray for Cody here because if we've learned anything, we know that Kel is a very dangerous man these days.
That's true. Man, Gorgie, you've really seen it all.
I have.
You saw the biggest signing in this company's history, by the way.
Yeah, I do agree.
You
I
saw
do.
Billy Bob Fritz. Put pen
Oh,
to paper.
oh my God! I actually didn't see that. And if I did see it, I would have ripped it to shreds.
Okay. Anyway, Cody Cobain, remember when he had a missing poster on his shirt?
I remember that, man. That was hilarious. You know, got the job done because he ended up coming back.
It caused him to get eliminated first in the Civil War brand supremacy match, which Unrivaled did win.
That is
Well,
fair.
Danny's not here, so I can't brag on him. But
You know, a lot of people think me and Danny
Style.
sound alike, but look at this kid. This guy, like, I don't know, man. And like, this guy's just a demon. Like, this is a scary looking dude. Look at the way he just menacingly stares as he walks down. I'm honestly kind of afraid for Cody Cobain. Unless he can prove me wrong
Danny
here.
White. No, Danny White and John Terry tonight.
Does Kel really need them? Kel telling Cody to come on and look at Cody!
Jesus. I didn't know he could still move like that. He's like 50.
He ain't that old. But Kel moves out the way. And Cody ain't taking it. Maybe he needs John Terry.
I really need to watch where they're going, man. They're walking
Yeah.
in the way.
Oh my God! Oh! Right on his head.
You know, I walked over in this area earlier. It is hard to see.
But Cody gonna chase down Kel. But Kel, whoa! Oh!
Oh!
Cave in gets dodged. Super kick gets countered. But a cave in there.
No way. No, I doubt he's knocked out after one cave in.
Oh God! Kel wants to make sure that he is. Urging, Cody isn't out cold, like, Kel is really beating on him.
Yeah, if Cody isn't out cold, he'll be out cold very soon.
He's telling, you know, Cody still getting up. Kel waiting for him, and another cave in.
It's gotta be it.
That's it. Ring the bell, ref. Stop him. Drop him.
Oh no.
H-bombs on Cody Cobain. Stop this guy. Ring the bell, ref. Oh my goodness.
There we go. What? Cody Cobain just got embarrassed. How does this happen?
I'm not even worried about the humiliation. I'm worried if he's okay. Kel just dropped multiple H-bombs on the back of his head.
That can lead to severe trauma and crazy other things. That is...
Get that. And the ref didn't ring the bell. How unprofessional. Cody was clearly out after a while.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to Danny about that, because that is ridiculous.
He's not gonna do anything because Kel's his boy. Look at this. This guy is celebrating murder. This guy could have just killed Cody Cobain. Look at this, doing push-ups.
Doing push-ups? Are you serious?
Oh.
No.
Kel walks out. We gotta get some help for Cody Cobain. Oh man, that's bad. We're gonna cut to a quick break.
Oh my god, I've never seen that before.
But you know, once we come back from this break, we'll see an inter-promotional match between JTB and Jish Cook. This started when JTB helped Danny Sullivan retain the WG title over Jish. And you know,
once we get Cody Cobain out the ring. Dude, I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, you know. Cody Cobain's face has to be broken.
Unfortunately, not really on a Muxo Brothers brighter side. JTB has done little to nothing. I mean, he's JTB. He's never going to lose credibility. But Desmond is embarrassed him. D. Gavin embarrassed him. JTB is kind of pissed him.
This is his chance at a get back, though, and you know, he may not be winning a lot, but he is making bank. You know, check out them shorts he's wearing. Those are brought to you by Broken Design. Go to Broken Design on Instagram and you can buy your own shorts like his. Yeah, JTB sold out.
Awesome.
But JTB,
maybe.
What were you saying?
Well, I was gonna bring up the Desmond thing. Jish ain't no Desmond, so I think JTB might have a little bit easier here compared to
it's not even. The thing with me is JTB. This guy in middle school, he was a football player, and you know, he's one of the strongest people I've ever met. And look at this dude shredded. And this isn't a wrestling match.
God.
Like, these are fights. And I genuinely fear for Jish Cook here. But, you know, this guy's been proving a lot of people, including me, wrong. Because, you know, you want to talk about getting embarrassed by Desmond. Jish used to get embarrassed with Desmond, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Losing 3v1s, but, you know, Jish, he gives off the vibe of, like, a grappler. Maybe he can pull off an upset here, but I see JTB getting this.
Yeah, 100%, but, you know. Hey, where did you... Oh, no, you weren't friends with Jish in high school. No.
I wasn't. They didn't, yeah, they don't have schools, high schools in Atlantis, and Jish doesn't even live there, so I couldn't have met him. But Jish Cook, you know, this guy had the chance.
You think,
I was gonna say this guy had the chance to quote-unquote save WGE from Danny's reign of power, you know, taking over even more, and Jish Cook stopped it. I mean, JTV stopped it. Stopped Jish Cook. My bad.
You think JTV takes roids?
It looks like it, man. Probably. But Jish Cook, you know, two different builds here.
Absolutely. It looks like Jish lost a couple, though.
Yeah, good for him. Kneeing JTB to the ground. He's got to keep JTB grounded here. And that is what he won't do. Sharp knee. JTB. And taking out the knee again. You know, if I'm Jish in this situation, I'm going for JTB's legs. You got to keep someone like JTB on the ground. Just wear him down. But Jish kicking him. Oh. JTB's back up. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, and Jish gets out of trouble there.
Squaring up again, and spine buster.
And this
style perfectly fits this match. For some other guys, they use a little more of the ropes, they use a little more high flying. This is perfect for JTB.
This also seems perfect for Jish Cook, adapting to his surroundings, targeting them legs of JTB, and Jish!
Whoa.
No, he's still Jish.
Jish has a lot of sponsors on his back. On his shorts.
He also has a lot of submissions in his repertoire. Look at this!
Sure is.
Triangle armbar move, ref! Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, my God, that is ridiculous.
Jish is fat, and you're throwing him like that.
And this is the scary part. Once JTB gets control, he doesn't stop.
But when he gets control, sometimes I think he needs to have more control because he doesn't stop, and it seems to affect him. And
Yeah, to an extent, but you know, this match.
He had a win, and he just kept going and going.
I mean, lucky for him, this is a completely different bout, you know. But oh man, Jish stops him.
Jish gets knocked out. He gets knocked out.
You know, you want them to get knocked out in this match, and I think JTB should be right at home here, but Jish Cook just has an answer for everything. Super kick!
What a super kick.
Cook's gonna do it! Cook's gonna do it! Oh, man!
Walking in the...
STF! Don't tell me. No way. JTB, so close.
Just fights out.
It's not over yet. That was a little too close, though. JTB gets countered. Whoa! What was just doing?
This is wildly.
Uh-oh. And this has to be a painful situation for the megastar.
In any other scenario, wait, never mind. I was gonna say this could be a cover, but JTB's elbows are up, but still, shoulders are up.
Fair. I mean,
Jish might be out.
oh, wait a minute.
No.
Jish.
Oh.
Sharp elbows.
JTB's down and out.
Jish. Nice clothesline. JTB goes down.
Just trying to get the upper edge here. This has been a great match so far.
Looking to lock in that STF again. Yeah, this is a really balanced fight. Superman punch. And JTB is gonna do it again. I think someone who desperately needs this. Both men need this. You know, JTB hasn't won in a while. Jish Cook looking to go back to winning ways. Jish flips him off. JTB gets caught. DDT! DDT by Jish! Don't tell me. Oh my goodness. He got it locked in. JTB's gonna tap.
No way.
JTB's in trouble. Oh. And JTB. Oh my goodness. Imagine that. Jish Cook makes him tap out. Oh, super kick. Oh, Superman punch.
The height he gets on the Superman punch is ridiculous.
Yep. Oh.
You're a Nagi.
And I think, oh man, he's got it locked in good. Sleeper hold, nowhere for Jish to go.
He's not even tapping, man. He's out. He's losing it, man.
He's fading away.
JTB's got this.
JTB just trying.
Out.
Can Jish fight out? No, he can't. Yeah. Jish is gonna tap. That was a really fun fight to watch, if you ask me.
I know, and it was chaos, but you know, I like to say this by taking off all the chaos. Kind of a nice, good match that's taken our minds off all the chaos we've seen tonight.
Yeah, you know, with Cody's injuries, I'm pretty sure that blood in the ring is. It could be theirs, but it could also be Cody's, for all we know. But, you know, it was a really fun fight to watch. You know, just two guys who've known each other for so long, just want to beat the hell out of each other. And Jish really did try to fight out of that sleeper hold. He was in there for a minute, but he just couldn't hold on anymore. Big win for JTB.
I don't know if we needed this, but it's gonna help. Well, J.O.
No music needed. Just coming out here. The general manager of Anarchy and JTB, his brother. Just gonna walk away out of respect. But what were you saying, Billy Bob? I know J.O.'s entrance kind of took you back.
JTB didn't need this win, but it definitely helps.
Agreed. Really kind of boosts his status, you know. Made just tap.
100%.
But J.O.
I believe he's wrestled one match since the new era, and that was the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, before that he hadn't had his. This is J.O.'s first singles match since 2024, and if memory serves me correctly, it was either February or March that match was. So it's been well over a year. and it's against
What?
Danny Sullivan.
One thing about Jo though, I mean that Rumble performance, I gotta say, was god awful.
But you know, I feel like it wasn't about the performance. It was about the moment. It was nice to see Jo back.
But
Not so nice this time.
Somehow got him in this match. You know, speaking of coward, my own partner. I don't have much to say about him right now, man. I'm disappointed.
I hate to be that guy, but honestly, part of me sees where he's coming from. You know, I think there are a lot of rookies who think they own the place, but I think Danny's approach was just wrong. But here we go. Jo has the chance to save WGE from Danny Sullivan. I do fear because, you know, actually maybe we're wrong because, you know, Jo mentioned to JTB and Danny, which is very true, that Danny and JTB used to always put themselves above Jo. You know, Jo was always forced to watch the matches while Danny and JTB headline the shows. You know what I mean? So maybe this built up anger, you know, all the family arguments, because these two are cousins, the family arguments getting put to the side, not just in WG, but in real life. You know, JTB and Danny grew up together. Jo was kind of just there. Just JTB's brother. That's what it's all about. Jo. He's always felt underappreciated.
There it is, sweeping the legs.
And the years of anger have led up to this. Not only doing this for WG, but also doing this for his brand, WG Anarchy. Because, you know, Danny and JTB just showed up right in the place, and Jo was not a fan of that, but Danny, cowardly antics with Jo!
What a
not letting him rest.
High slash. What height on that?
You know, I've been around WG since 2014, and I gotta say, a lot of people don't know how good Jo used to be.
100%.
He was I'm pretty sure he was the first, like, hardcore icon WG had. But Danny, Jo was getting too hype with the people.
It's nice to see Jo back, though. He's always kind of guy, like a reliable guy you like to see.
Yeah, you know. Really enjoyed his hardcore matches, but oh my goodness, that knee. I don't think I've ever seen someone get hit like that.
A long list of accomplishments for Jo, too, you know. Kind of hard to forget, if I'm not wrong. He was the first ever Cruiserweight champion.
He was also the first ever Intercontinental champion, and that title has a really short lineage. It was only held by 3 or 4 people. Python and Jo are the main ones that come to mind.
2 of our general managers are Intercontinental champions.
Oh my goodness, and the other general manager is dominating this one.
But yeah.
Back into the ring post, and Danny gonna...
Ooh.
Hitting
Tried to evade that and just tripped. Sort of, just kind of couldn't keep himself up.
You know, I like Jo. I think he's a really good guy, but I think if we're being realistic here, he doesn't stand a chance. But maybe I'm eating my words as we speak. Danny dodges, though, and back to where we came from.
Ooh.
This is the scary part about Danny's reign of terror. You know, he's been very cowardly, but this guy is a very dangerous wrestler.
That is true.
And you gotta feel for Jo. Oh!
I mean, you see this in a lot of wrestlers, even guys. I think the first example that comes to my mind, cowardly, but a great wrestler is Brian Gregg when he was Burning Soul champion.
It's true, maybe it's just an Interpol thing. But Jo is destroying Danny right now. He's coming back.
It's reversal.
Don't tell me, Jo! What the hell? Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Jo!
No way.
Jo! Danny is bleeding! Jo!
No.
There's no way.
This can't be.
Danny in trouble! Danny! Oh, Danny with elbows to the face. Jo so close.
I really thought he had it.
Oh, come on!
And he's gonna call it. Oh,
Wait, I think Danny told him to reverse the decision. Come on! Anti-venom on Jo.
I thought it was a respectful move. But obviously wasn't. He just wanted to lay it in more.
Anti-venom again. And I think it's just academic from here. Look at this, right in front of the two people. Look at this. They watched J.O. trying to rally him on, but I don't think there's anything left.
No. Man. That's a tough loss.
And Danny Sullivan continues.
Yep. Oh, good effort from J.O. though. And that anti-venom, that hit him, but his head hit the ring post really hard on that. I think he was off the office for that.
But there's nothing you could do. Danny Sullivan continues to be on top. But I feel like everyone expected this, let's be honest here.
But nonetheless, it was good effort by J.O. Kind of had us at the edge of our seats for a minute.
A bit of a nostalgic thing too for the old WWE fans, seeing J.O. back in the ring. Let's turn our attention to this guy. Give it up for J.O. Great to see him. What the? Whoa, no!
Oh, bro. Oh, my God. It's every time.
He just pounced him off the apron. This is ridiculous.
There's no need for this, man. We give him a round of applause. It's nice, but nope. God forbid your general manager wants to be civil.
Oh my goodness. Can someone stop this?
Seriously,
Danny Sullivan just annihilating him. Wait a second. Wait, that's Eli Ace! One of the rookies! It was revealed that Danny Sullivan made sure that Eli Ace didn't win Money in the Bank by sending Taylor and Eli Ace maybe taking the words Danny said personally, sending him into the ring post. And I think all the stuff Danny said about these rookies is starting to get the better of them. But Danny gonna walk away, and as Danny walks away, we're gonna set our sights on coming up next, our main event, Jacob Frost versus Desmond.
And with the graphic error, this is actually not a title match.
That is true. It was revealed that Desmond will not be putting this on the line. It's more so like a championship eliminator match, you could say.
Because Jacob Frost, I feel like unlike some of these other guys that have fought for titles, he don't do anything. He didn't really prove himself. He kind of just attacked Virus.
Yeah, but
got this opportunity. So, for anyone who didn't watch Unrivaled, Desmond fought Virus in the main event for the Orange Coast House. Desmond won. Jacob Frost ran into the ring, attacked Desmond, attacked Frost. The next week, Jacob Frost called out Desmond into a PFC match.
Honestly, I think Desmond kind of wanted Jacob Frost himself because, Desmond loves a challenge. He fought D. Gavin and JTB at the same time. He fought JTB one-on-one. I feel like if anyone is favored in this pay-per-view, this theme, I think it's Jacob Frost. He's one of the only, natural, MMA fighters that we have here. He's a grappler and a brawler. I think Desmond just wanted the challenge.
I think it's fair that Jacob Frost didn't earn really anything. He just kind of free town, but he didn't really win anything for this. But besides the point,
maybe a case can be made because if I'm not mistaken, did he beat Virus at Turning Point?
True, that is true, but
Virus
really
got a match.
World title. Virus isn't really that world title guy. He had an opportunity, but he's kind of fallen off a little, and Desmond gave him the match. He gives him a mutual respect, but it wasn't. I didn't see the world where Virus.
Yeah, but there's an infinite amount of dimensions. Maybe in one of them, Virus beat Desmond, but Jacob Frost, this guy, I think it's simple. Just two young guys who could shape up the future of WG here. We got the present of Unrivaled, and we have someone who could be the future. There's the present Desmond, without a doubt, 2025 Superstar of the Year at the moment.
I think he won halfway Superstar of the Year. I think he is 100% running away with. I think he was far and away the Superstar of the Year for this year.
Not even close.
But Jacob Frost. I've heard a lot of takes, especially by people on Twitter. Oh my God, especially by people on Catholic Twitter. They think people like Pdub and
Is that true?
like superstars like that deserve an opportunity over him, and I can't deny it really.
I mean, D. Gavin's still kind of new, so I feel like he's got a long way to go.
But
These guys are going a long way here.
He kind of had the match won.
That is true.
And
But look at Desmond just toying with Jacob.
Jacob Frost. Wow.
Just flexing here.
No, not on the stairs.
Oh!
Let Jacob get away with one there.
Just showing Jacob what he's capable of, carrying him around the joint. And where are we going?
Where's Desmond taking him?
Oh man, we're going into the shadows here. You know, Pdub, I really wish he bought some lights for us when he got us to stadium.
We gave him a good budget.
You know, I see someone jumping up. I think I see Desmond hitting something on him. I see a fan looking when there's wrestlers right behind him and he's facing the ring.
Hopefully
Thank God for that.
Look sooner than later.
Thank God for that bright Y button, am I right?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Wait, oh my goodness!
Oh, Jacob Frost got the upper edge.
And look at this, dragging him. And, oh, nice elbow there from Jacob.
Oh, that's very nice elbow.
Great throw by Jacob. And, oh my goodness!
Oh, Desmond's busted open.
I think the referee needs to check this. This might be... Desmond might be down for the count.
This style does go work well for Jacob Frost, but I believe Desmond still has that fight in him.
Well, Jacob has that intensity in him.
Bleeding, I'm not worried.
Oh my goodness. The more he hammers down.
Back from crazier. We've seen Desmond come back from crazier things.
We have, but you know, sometimes this isn't even based off of how Desmond feels. If the referee feels like Desmond can't continue, he's gonna ring that bell. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Desmond knows if he can continue, and I think Desmond can always continue, but this isn't his decision.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, it could be his decision if Jacob Frost can potentially try to make him tap. Oh my goodness!
I don't see a world where Desmond taps out, personally.
Yeah, me neither, but, you know, there's always a possibility, but one day, Jacob Frost makes his way up, really just in control here.
Ooh, right to the gut.
Going for that hammer again, look at that, kick to the back of the leg. And look at this, getting the fans that we can't see, getting them hyped up. I can see some of them in the front row.
I can as well.
Desmond thinking. Just pacing around. Getting fired up. How many energy drinks does this guy drink before fighting here? Look at that, catch him!
Oh my god, that lady is getting killed.
Whoa! Watch out, lady!
Huh?
Talking about that lady, she needs to watch out.
Dude, she is just in the way of everything tonight.
Look at this, they clear the way because Jacob Frost might be tapping. Oh.
Frost is
oh, concrete.
Yeah, that looks like it hurt.
Desmond stunned, super kick gets countered. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
The lower back. The lower body at that. Oh, don't do this. He's got him up and he's gonna slam him right onto the concrete. Oh my goodness.
Jesus. Desmond's gotta be out, dude.
Are we sure Desmond can come back from this?
I think he can. You know, I don't see a world where he can't. I really don't.
Well, referee thinks he's still conscious. Frost lining up his prey. Gonna swoop and he's gonna pick the ankle.
What's he gonna do? Oh my god.
Oh.
He got an ankle lock on Desmond. Desmond gonna tap.
He is rushing. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Desmond taps.
Desmond just tapped down to Jacob Frost.
Desmond taps. Are you serious?
I never thought I'd see the day.
Desmond just tapped out. We were literally just talking about it. Desmond submits.
Fast too, man. He gave no fight whatsoever. Oh my god, I've never seen Desmond tap.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
I think, look at this.
I
Referee,
think Frost
like,
100% earned himself an opportunity. Look at that, sniffed in that into the wall.
he honestly kind of dominated him, like the whole match. You know, the match was in Jacob Frost's favor for a good part. Jacob Frost just made the Burning Skull champion tap out. And that's going to be all she wrote for PFC. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope we do this again.
100%.
Jacob Frost stands tall.